right, this looks good. I think it looks good from every direction. Ooh, it's Monday, it's Monday, it's Monday, it's Monday. How are you all doing? Oh, there's someone in here. Shim House. Oh, he's gone. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Probably popped in mistakenly. Alrighty. How is everyone doing? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, you guys. How are y'all doing? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Oh man, it's another Monday. The week started. The work week has started. The work week has started, you guys. So, of course, we come in here. We give a couple of minutes. We talk about scholarships. We see if we are going to be applying for it or not. And then we keep it pushing. As usual, I'll go with my normal line. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. And then I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm not going to take a lot of your time, okay? So on Instagram, we have Just Tamwa. And then we have Noama. And on Clubhouse, we have Damilola. Alrighty, there's a lot of you already, so I'm just gonna start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing? My name is Sylvie, and I am the founder of LearnHowToGetAScholarship.com. LearnHowToGetAScholarship.com is a website where we curate scholarships for international students, and we prepare students to apply for scholarships. We do that through group classes, through one-on-one classes, through workshops, and through stand-alone services. So if you're thinking about applying for scholarships, you don't know how to go about it, feel free to go to the website, look around. There are so many things there that you can book. We are going to work with you. If you just want us to actually just search for scholarships for you, you can go there, book, and then we are going to work with you, okay? And also, you guys, if you are thinking about applying for scholarships and you don't know where to start, information on how to start, just go there. There is actually a tab on the website LearnHowToGetAScholarship.com where I send out these daily newsletters. Those I've not been speaking about this much, but if you are subscribed to the newsletter, it's a Substack newsletter, you're going to get informed about all of these daily scholarships that I post weekly, okay? So y'all feel free to go sign up for the newsletter. Also, you guys have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel. If you did not know that, know it today. And on the YouTube channel, I just make sure that I guide you all more on the YouTube channel in terms of applying for scholarships, but also just giving you all scholarships in different categories. For example, scholarships for bachelor students, for master students, for PhD students, just making sure that it is easier for you to comprehend, okay? So you're definitely, when you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, turn the notifications on so that y'all can be informed each time I post a new video. So our scholarship for today, let's get to it. I told you I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I promise I'm going to keep it short and sweet. So our scholarship for today is November 8th, 2021. Our scholarship for today is in Europe. I told you all that I wasn't going to bring scholarships in Europe again, right? But don't blame me. There are just scholarships in Europe. Too many scholarships in Europe. So let's talk about this. This is a scholarship to the Netherlands. And the deadline to apply for this scholarship is the 31st of January 2022. The 31st of January 2022. So you still kind of have some time to put together all your documents if you are going to be applying for it, okay? And this is a master's scholarship. At Utrecht. It's called the Utrecht Excellence Scholarships for International Students. Utrecht Excellence Scholarships for International Students. And this is called that because it's at Utrecht University. So this is a university that is providing scholarships for international students to come study in their university. So they're giving you money to come study. So that's a good thing. So are you considering the Netherlands as a study destination? Are you? If you're not, start considering it, because guess what? There is money. There is money there that can help you. I don't know about y'all, but I need some money in order to go through my studies, because listen, tuition fees are expensive, especially tuition fees for international students, okay? So it says that the Utrecht Excellence Scholarship, it offers a number of international students from outside of Europe and the EEA area an opportunity to pursue their master's degree in a selected number of fields at Utrecht University. So when they tell you at a selected number of fields, that tells you that you really need to check through the majors. What majors are being paid for and what majors are not being paid for. So if your major, when you check through, if your major is not being paid for, don't apply. If you're expecting to get the scholarship, don't apply. Run away. Go to some other scholarship, okay? So, of course, the university is the Utrecht University in the Netherlands. And there is a whole list of eligible programs that you all can apply for. I cannot go through the whole list now because it's a lot. I can't go through the whole list now. But the main thing that you all need to remember is that when you go to check out this particular scholarship, look for the programs that are being sponsored and those that are not being sponsored, so that you do not fall into the trap of like going through your application process and then you realize that, oops, my program is not being sponsored. Okay, so pay attention to that. Okay, so let's talk about the money. Where the money at? Where the money resides? How much are we talking about, right? So this Utrecht scholarships, they say it can be awarded as tuition fees or tuition fees plus some required income linked to your residence permit for study as set by the Immigration and Naturalization Service for 1 year. So they are either going to give you like a tuition fee, or they are going to give you tuition plus like the fees that are required by immigration. I do not know if it is like, okay, a number of scholarships are going to go for tuition fee, and a number of like some students are going to be given just tuition fee, and then some students are going to be given tuition fee plus the immigration amount. I'm not too sure because they don't state it clearly. Probably if I read through like the details of it, I'm going to understand like what is going on here. But the main thing to pay attention to is that to some people, the money that you're going to get as your scholarship is going to be your tuition fee. And I think getting your entire tuition fee paid, that is a good deal. That's a good deal because tuition fees in universities abroad are expensive, right? So if you get your tuition fee paid, then you have to. That's a good idea. But of course, most times you also have to think through, even if they are giving your getting your tuition fee paid, you have to pay your flight to the Netherlands, right? You have to pay your accommodation in the Netherlands. You have to pay for the other things like health insurance and all of the other things that are required for you to live comfortably in the Netherlands. Do you have it? Do you have it? That's why I always say sometimes think with the end in mind. And if you're able to calculate how much that is going to get, then you can start thinking, does my family have this amount? Can my family raise this amount? And are you going to need to apply for a second scholarship in order to add it with this one, such that you can come up with the required amount? End of the story, you need a strategy. You need a strategy to come up with the remaining money, because this is a partially funded scholarship. Of course, your tuition fee is taken care of, which is the greatest burden. But when that amount is taken care of out of your tuition, then how much else do you need in order to go through your program? You have to think about that. Okay, so let us go to who is going to get the scholarship. This is the part where it becomes tricky, because this is where some people get eliminated. Okay, the eligibility is always extremely important. That's like the first thing you should read, eligibility, to see if you can apply for it or you need to leave it alone and keep it pushing. Okay, so you need to belong to the top 10% in your graduating class. Okay, you need to belong to the top 10% in your graduating class. So if you were in a school where if you're in a class where you had too many smart asses, and everybody and a good number of people had like first class upper, and maybe you had a second class upper, no, first class, and then even if you have a second class upper, you have to think about, oops, but am I in the top 10% though? I'm not too sure how universities determine who is in the top 10% or not, because I can just show up with my second class upper and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the top 10%. How would they know, right? I don't know. I'm not telling you all to fraud documents. I'm just saying, like, how do they know if you're in the top 10% or not? If you show up with a 3.3 GPA, that's a second class upper, right? So are they going to say that, all right, how far are we sure you were in the top 10%? Well, go call all my classmates and check, right? I shouldn't say that. That's irresponsible. But at the end of the day, how would they determine? So if you're to apply for this scholarship, you have a second class upper, first class, go ahead and apply for it, you guys. Alrighty, it says that you shouldn't hold an EU or EEA passport, of course, because this is a scholarship for those that are from outside the EU and the EEA region, right? So if you are from any other country that is not in the EU and it is not in the EEA region, you are good to go, all right? And then you must have completed your secondary school or your bachelor's outside of the Netherlands. Of course, all of us who come from different parts of the world, who live in different parts of the world, we have all had our bachelor's degrees outside of the Netherlands, okay? So you're good to go in terms of that. And then you have applied for an eligible international master's program by the start date of 1st September 2022. Oh, okay. So, but you need to have okay. This tells you what? The first thing you have to do is apply to a master's program at the university. But pay attention. Make sure you apply for those programs that are being sponsored. Okay. Make sure that your program is one of the programs that are being sponsored. Then you can go ahead and apply. Alrighty, I told you I was going to keep it short and sweet. I'm about to tweet out the link to the scholarship. You all know, if you're new here, welcome. The rules of engagement are one. I'm going to tweet out the link to the scholarship. You go find the link to the scholarship on my Twitter feed. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, that is the first thing to go find the link on my Twitter feed. I'm going to tweet it out very soon. So that is where you're going to find the link to the scholarship. And secondly, I'm going to take a screenshot of the official page of the scholarship, and I'll put it in my Instagram story. So follow me on Instagram. And secondly, I'll put it on the Scholarship Prep Academy page, so you can come back and check each time you want to. You can come back and check to make sure that you are on the right page, because Instagram stories is just 24 hours, right? So but you can come back and check when you follow the scholarship prep page. You're going to see many scholarship websites when you go to the scholarship prep page. So one, follow me on Twitter for the link. Secondly, follow me on Instagram, the 2 accounts, so that you can check the screenshot of the official page of the scholarship. And while I tweet out the link to the scholarship, this is a good time. Those on Facebook, those on Instagram, those on Clubhouse, you can raise your hand, come up on stage, let's chit chat for a bit. And then those on Instagram, if you have a question, those on Instagram and Facebook, you have a question, put it in the comment section, and I'm going to read out your question and I'm going to answer it. Okay, now let's get to Twitter. And tweet out the link to the scholarship so that you all can apply. You need the link in order to apply, right? Else, how are you going to get the information? You need the link. I am not the scholarship provider. All I do is I provide you all information about the scholarship. Then, in providing you all information, I will do you a disservice if I don't give you the link to the scholarship. Because if I don't give you the link to the scholarship, what are you gonna do? Right? You need the link so that you can go and read more about the scholarship and then see if you're going to be applying for the scholarship. And as I always tell you, sometimes the scholarship is not for you. It's okay. If the scholarship is not for you, please be a vessel. Spread that information to a friend, a brother, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, someone in your local church, someone in your local community. Tell them about the scholarship. Some kid on the blog that is smart, tell them about it. Oh, do you know there is this scholarship in the Netherlands that you can apply for? This is the link to the scholarship. And then they can go apply for it. Or if you have some schools in your local area, you can be like, oh, there is this girl on Instagram who talks about scholarships. Y'all should check her out. And see, you can get information there. So sometimes it's not for you, but you hear the information and then you can be a vessel to spread that information out, okay? Alrighty, I have tweeted out the link to the scholarship. Y'all go like the tweet, retweet the tweet, share it within your local Facebook groups, communities. Let people know about this particular scholarship, okay? Nobody on Clubhouse has raised their hand, so I guess everybody is good. Nobody on Instagram has asked a question, so I guess everybody is good. Nobody on Facebook has asked a question, so I guess everybody is good. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. That is our scholarship for today. 1 scholarship a day as usual. I do this every weekdays. It is actually I try to start at 11 p.m. Japan Standard Time, but most times I don't make it on time. You guys, listen, there's so many things that I'm doing at the same time, so I hardly make it on time. And now it's getting to midnight in Japan, so the scholarship is there. You all check it out, see if you're going to be applied for it or not. And my DMs are always open. I respond better on Instagram, so if you have any question, feel free to shoot me a DM and I'm going to answer y'all. Okay, I'm going to answer y'all. Thank you all so much for joining me till tomorrow. Today's Monday, so the week is just starting. So thank you all so much for joining me today. And tomorrow, y'all come back. We are going to talk some more about scholarships. And if you have a question, feel free to DM me, okay? Thank you all so much. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Cheers.